Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that resonates with so many of us: self-judgment. We all have that inner critic, that voice that whispers doubts and insecurities. It's that nagging feeling that we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. If you often find yourself caught in the cycle of self-criticism, know that you're not alone. The truth is, we all struggle with self-judgment to some degree. It's part of being human. But we don't have to let it control our lives. In this video, we'll explore the power of self-compassion and learn practical strategies to quiet that inner critic and cultivate a more peaceful and accepting relationship with ourselves. Stay tuned for some valuable insights and actionable steps. Self-compassion is the antidote to self-judgment. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, care, and understanding that we would offer a close friend who's struggling. Think about it. When a friend is feeling down on themselves, we don't usually launch into a lecture about their flaws. We offer empathy, support, and a listening ear. Yet when it comes to ourselves, we often do the opposite. We become our own harshest critics, focusing on our shortcomings and magnifying our mistakes. The first step in cultivating self-compassion is to recognize that we are all imperfect. Every single one of us makes mistakes, experiences setbacks, and faces challenges. It's part of the human experience. Instead of beating ourselves up for our imperfections, let's try to embrace them as opportunities for growth and learning. When we can acknowledge our imperfections with kindness and understanding, we create space for self-acceptance and growth. One powerful way to practice self-compassion is through journaling. Take some time each day to write down your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Notice when you're being self-critical and try to reframe those thoughts with compassion. Another helpful practice is guided meditation. There are many wonderful meditations available online that focus specifically on cultivating self-compassion. Meditation can help us develop a sense of mindfulness and awareness, which allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. Remember, self-compassion is not about letting ourselves off the hook or ignoring our areas for improvement. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to someone we love. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's about becoming aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting carried away by them. When we practice mindfulness, we create a space between ourselves and our thoughts. We become the observer of our thoughts, rather than being controlled by them. This can be incredibly helpful when it comes to managing self-judgment. Think of your thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. Some clouds are big and dark, representing negative or self-critical thoughts. Others are light and fluffy, representing more positive thoughts. Mindfulness helps us to simply observe these thoughts without getting caught up in them. We learn to let them come and go without judgment. One of the simplest and most effective ways to cultivate mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes, and bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Don't try to change your breath in any way, just observe it. If your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, gently guide your attention back to your breath. It's like training a puppy. You have to keep bringing its attention back to you. Another great way to incorporate mindfulness into your daily life is through mindfulness apps. There are many great apps available that offer guided meditations, mindfulness exercises, and tips for living a more mindful life. Mindfulness takes practice, but the benefits are well worth the effort. When we can approach our thoughts and feelings with mindfulness, we're less likely to get caught up in self-judgment and more likely to respond to challenges with greater peace and clarity. Cognitive restructuring is a powerful technique used in cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, to help individuals identify and change negative thought patterns. It's essentially about rewriting our inner narratives. We all have these stories we tell ourselves about who we are, what we're capable of, and what we deserve. And often, these stories are filled with self-criticism and limiting beliefs. Cognitive restructuring helps us challenge these negative thought patterns and replace them with more balanced and realistic ones. It's like taking a step back from our thoughts and asking ourselves, is this thought really true? Is there another way to look at the situation? One of the most effective ways to practice cognitive restructuring is through thought journaling. Keep a journal specifically for tracking your thoughts. When you notice a negative thought, write it down. Then, ask yourself the following questions. What's the evidence for this thought? Is there another way to interpret the situation? What would I say to a friend who is having this thought? Another helpful technique is Socratic questioning. This involves asking yourself a series of open-ended questions to challenge your thoughts and assumptions. For example, if you're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, you might ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Is that outcome likely? What can I do to prepare and increase my chances of success? Cognitive restructuring takes practice, but over time it can help us develop a more supportive and empowering inner dialogue. By learning to identify and challenge our negative thoughts, we can break free from the cycle of self-judgment and create a more positive and fulfilling life experience. Our inner dialogue profoundly impacts our self-esteem and well-being. Self-criticism can be draining, but supportive inner dialogue is empowering. Imagine having a best friend cheering you on. That's what a supportive inner dialogue feels like. Mirror work can help cultivate this. Look yourself in the eyes and speak kindly. Use affirmations like, I am worthy and I am enough. Practice daily to make it natural. Over time, you'll believe in yourself more. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. While the strategies we've discussed so far can be incredibly helpful in managing self-judgment, it's important to acknowledge that sometimes we need a little extra support. If you're struggling with severe self-criticism, or if self-judgment is significantly impacting your life, it's essential to reach out for professional help. A therapist can provide you with a safe and supportive space to explore the root causes of your self-judgment, develop coping mechanisms, and learn how to cultivate a more compassionate relationship with yourself. Therapy can be an incredibly valuable tool for healing and growth. If you're considering seeking therapy, there are a few things you can do to find a therapist who's right for you. First, ask for referrals from friends, family members, or your doctor. You can also search for therapists online through directories like Psychology Today or Good Therapy. When choosing a therapist, it's important to consider their approach to therapy, their specialization, and whether you feel comfortable with them. Don't be afraid to schedule consultations with a few different therapists before making a decision. In addition to traditional in-person therapy, online therapy has become increasingly popular in recent years. Online therapy offers convenience and flexibility, allowing you to connect with a therapist from the comfort of your own home. Remember, seeking professional help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to acknowledge that you need support, and it's a testament to your commitment to your own well-being. Self-acceptance is the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling life. It's about embracing ourselves fully, flaws and all. It's about recognizing that we are worthy of love and belonging, just as we are, without needing to change or prove ourselves. Self-acceptance doesn't mean that we ignore our areas for growth or pretend that we're perfect. It simply means that we choose to focus on our strengths and embrace our imperfections as part of what makes us unique and special. One powerful way to cultivate self-acceptance is to write a self-acceptance letter. Find a quiet space where you can be alone with your thoughts, and write a letter to yourself from a place of love and compassion. In your letter, acknowledge your strengths and accomplishments. Celebrate your resilience and the lessons you've learned along the way. Then, acknowledge your imperfections, the parts of yourself that you may judge or criticize. Write about these imperfections with kindness and understanding, recognizing that they are part of what makes you human. Another wonderful practice is gratitude. Each day, take some time to reflect on the things you're grateful for, big or small. It could be your health, your loved ones, a beautiful sunset, or a simple moment of joy. Gratitude helps us shift our focus from what's wrong to what's right in our lives, fostering a greater sense of contentment and self-acceptance. Remember, self-acceptance is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when you feel more accepting of yourself than others, and that's okay. Be patient with yourself and keep practicing. The more you choose to see yourself with love and compassion, the more self-acceptance will become your natural state of being. Thank you for watching. We hope these strategies help you cultivate a more compassionate and supportive inner dialogue. Remember, you are worthy of love and belonging, just as you are. Embrace your authentic self, imperfections and all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on mental well-being and personal growth. We love hearing from you and learning how these videos are resonating with your journey. See you in the next video.